Good morning, beautiful people. I was scrolling down Facebook and, excuse me, I had seen a video that was in Texas, and it's a multitude of fishes just washed up on the shore. And I was reading the update from the local wildlife in that area of the beach, and they were basically saying that, the water has high bacterial levels, but the fishes have been confirmed to die because of the low quality of oxygen. Now, when I hear that, right, I'm not going to say we all know, but a lot of people already understand that the oxygen levels of our atmosphere has been dwindling for who knows how long. Some people say since the 90s, some people say since the 80s, some people say since the 2000s hit. So we know for a while that the oxygen level has been dwindling because we see it, right? We see it in our grass, we see it in our trees, we see it on us. Um, the trees are not as green anymore, they're turning yellow. Um, Oxidation has kind of become the biggest thing on our planet right now, and I feel like that's the biggest telltale sign that okay, oxygen levels are getting low. I we know Revelations, we're in the core of it or towards the end where we're coming to a mass reset, right? Where all old is passing away and we're building new things, right? Millennials, we're coming through, we're trying to change the whole game up because we see what's going on, right? I'm a big advocate for protecting the earth. We have to. Do you guys remember the Earth song by Michael Jackson? You remember how everybody was just carrying on with their life, destroying the planet. And when the planet decided, you know what, this is enough, I'm too stressed out, and the animals started dying, the trees was falling, it was like storming and shit. And as he's singing, right, you have people dropping to the floor and they're digging in the dirt and they're trying to just plead with mama, like, please, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, right? Please come back to life. I listened to that song, I think I was in middle school. And the first time I listened to it, I started bawling. I was crying because that visual, the song, the message that I understood, it was like, fuck, bro. I kind of feel like that's kind of where we're heading. And when you see, if you just sit still and just watch the people around you, you see everyone is in a hurry. They're quick to try to get somewhere. I don't always sit in stillness. I can be honest about that. My mind, I have ADHD, like my mind just be. I'm working on that though. But I sit and I watch people and I notice that everyone is just carrying along in a reckless manner. And not that they may not even know. They don't know what's reckless. I can tell by the way they move. These nice cars, these diesel fuel, this lavish life that people are striving to get to is the detriment of this planet. And then we have the powers that be that are just I'm trying to think of a better way to there's nothing else to say but besides that they're parasites. They're parasites, they leech and they suck everything out and they try to destroy it, and they try to take what you've already had and they try to distort it and send it back to you to where you're even more confused or you're even more distraught or you're even more stressed out. And it's a whole system that's set up, right? I'm not going to go too deep into it, but when everyone is just constantly going, where do you have time to sit and just look at what is happening? The earth is supposed to be vibrant, and she has vibrant spaces, but she also has over oxidated spaces as well. And I think we need to um, sit and think about that. I just thought of a movie right now. I don't remember the name of the movie, but if you have seen it, you might be able to tell me what the name is. But it's about this guy. Him and this girl enter into an experiment with this government agent, and they're supposed to sit in these time capsules. And then when they come out the time capsules, it's supposed to be like, I believe it was supposed to be only like 5-10 years or something along that lines, and they're supposed to come back and do something. But once they got in the capsule, the experiment got shut down by the government, so they just kind of stayed in the capsule to however long, you know. So something had happened to where they ended up opening the capsule, and it was like freaking 100, I think it was like 100 years later or something along those lines. And they get out, and it's the future, right? But what they see is kind of sad because they're the only two smart people on the planet at this time. Everybody else is dumb as hell. They're watering the plants with Gatorade and pop, and like they're just destroying everything because they're just so freaking ignorant, because they just regressed so much. And I kind of, you know, there was a point where their crops wasn't growing anymore. They're like, we're about to run out of food. You know, the nigga that was in the capsule, he became president because he's the smartest person, because he's just using his common sense. So, you know, um, he's telling them like I think they were trying to kill him. And he's telling them that like, oh, hey, I heard you had a crop issue. I can fix it, you know, because he's smart. I can fix it. So he's like studying the crops. And after a while, he comes to an epiphany that niggas ain't using water. Everything on this planet needs water to fucking do something. Water and sun, you know what I'm saying? Those are the two vitals in life on this planet. We need water and sun, and of course, you know, other stuff. And I brought that up because we are coming into an era that is they're trying to replace organic with artificial. And when you do that, chaos happens, because the balance of human life, balance of any life, is now tilted so far off balance that the scale doesn't register. And we get people who are sick. We get people who are ignorant. We get people who are self-sabotaging, right? We got this new lingo. Look, there's a nice car, and there's a dude in a Mustang. Yellow Mustang. Do you think he cares about the planet? It's a nice car, though. It's a beautiful car. But anyway, as I was saying, you get people who are just ignorant, who have no real connection because of the desensitization that has been starting since, I would say, the early 90s, late 90s. They implemented things so slowly that no one caught on unless you paid attention. And back in the 90s, I mean, I feel like people was trying to have more fun than paying attention to what the sky looked like or what the grass and the trees and everything is turning into. Of course, we had, people speak out like, I believe her name was like Lady Soldier or something like that. Uh, I believe she was in the 90s. But she talked. I loved her videos and her message that she had brought because she had spoke on, you know, the advancement. I'll just keep it at that. And so, I guess the reason why I'm bringing this all up, it did stem from that video. Don't get me wrong, but I just can't help but to think about the Earth song in that movie when I see all those fishes washed up. And then it kind of brings me back to Moana, where Maui stole the heart of Te Fiti, right? And it became a poison spread out through the islands. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but how many times are we gonna just let them show us stuff and not consider that there might be some truth to these things? Because we all know that there is some type of truth to to the movies that they show us. We know this. They want to do a purge. We know this. They want to here, I'll set this down. They want to get you so out of your square that you make certain decisions that will benefit them. Because if you sit in a rational space, in an open inner space, you would see these are all tactics to try to get me distracted from what it is that I'm being called to do. Distractions are so fucking easy. Listen, I can look at my phone, I could pick up my phone, and my intention would be to go to Google or check my emails, and I would click on Facebook. And now I'm sitting on Facebook for 20 minutes scrolling because I got distracted. And it's easy for me to get distracted because I have ADHD. I'm all over the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? So distractions come very, very easy. And I just want to send strength to everyone on this planet that we find some strength to have the willpower to focus inward. And I speak that over myself as well. I don't know if I'm going to post this. Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I don't know if I'm going to post this. I might. I think I should. I don't know. It's just that that video kind of just sparked something. It's like seeing all those fishes, and it's like a whole. I don't even know how to explain it. Just Google fishes washed up in Texas on the shoreline, and you will see that it's not just a few fishes, y'all. They're constantly coming in. They the wildlife people can't even go and clean them up yet because they keep coming in. And before you think about it, I don't know if you had the same thought as me, but are they going to try to pick up those fishes to try to feed those fishes to us, knowing that the bacterial level was high? You're recommending people not to swim in the ocean because the bacterial level is high. So what are you guys going to do with those fishes? Because if I know colonialism, I know this. They're not going to waste that many fish when they could be getting money off of it. They're not going to waste that fish. So, what are they going to do? A smart person would burn it. Hmm. We can't bury it because the bacterial levels. But if we burn it, what comes in the air? But should that really matter when we have all these plants polluting our air anyway? What are they going to do? Drop a comment on what you guys think they're going to do with these fishes. Because I just have a feeling that they're going to probably try to sell those fishes to us to eat. It's enough fishes to feed a lot of people. It's enough to feed Texas for sure. Mm-hmm. It's enough. So, um, I think I think it's time. I know we seen the two sons, right? Well, there's supposed to be three sons, whatever. But we seen two, right? But it's three. We got three suns and we got two moons. Okay, they came already. They've been blocking those things out for I think a good few years now. Most of us have been getting downloads years ago, and maybe we didn't understand them at the time, but we got them. I know for me, I didn't realize that I was receiving my downloads a whole year in advance. A whole year in advance. And it's not just about what's happening in the world, in my personal life as well. You know, I've been getting shit a whole year in advance. The shit that's popping off now, I was preparing for in 2016. And that's crazy to me because it's like, fuck, a lot of the times we kind of doubt ourselves to our detriment because we think, or not even that we think, we have allowed people to downplay us so fucking much that doubt has become a common thing in so many people. Don't doubt what you feel, okay? Don't doubt it. The downloads you receive are for a reason. They're for you. Listen. Um, I I didn't listen, and it put me in a sticky spot. But I know that it's gonna always work out in my favor because I'm learning. I'm grasping. Okay, as long as you grasp. Okay. I don't think I don't think that the universe is as strict as human beings are, but there are principalities that all life, any living organism must go by. And it's what's it is what is set in our heart. Yeah, we got the 12 commandments and all that shit, but please understand that you were born with the rules already instilled in you. You don't need their rules. We gotta follow their laws right now, but we don't need their rules because rules are suggestions here, but principalities are not. It is or it ain't. You feel me? So I think that's kind of all I got. What do y'all think they gonna do to those fishes? Like I said, I think they're gonna try to feed them fishes to people, and I think Texas is gonna be the main spot, obviously, because that's where the fishes are. So if you are in Texas and you eat fish, be mindful and use your discernment. Research what's happening in your area if you haven't already known about it. Because I'm sure the rest of us are getting it later than you guys. But the internet works so fast that sometimes other places know before the place that it happened at. Why? Because they have to control the narrative somehow. They have to have some type of control somehow. So be mindful, y'all. Be mindful. Use your discernment. Listen to your messages. And don't doubt yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You don't deserve that. We all don't deserve that. We don't deserve to doubt ourselves. Okay? Doubting situations and people, yeah, might be slightly okay. Slightly. Doubt is just a horrible drug to get a hold of, because once doubt enters in, things crumble. hmm But that's my little rant, my little 20-minute rant while I was growing. I had something to say. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Um, get into yourself. I'm gonna do the same thing. I have to, because I've been a real nigga, been slacking. I I lived in California for like a year or two, and out there I would say I felt more in tune than I have ever. And now it's just the growing pains. It's the learning the lessons, not listening. But I really enjoyed my time in California because I felt like I was more receptive to everything. I'm not saying I'm not in Minnesota. It's just I think life caught up to me. Life definitely caught up to me. I became a mom in 2017. I lost my baby, and then after that it was just pregnancy, 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 life, work, bills, be a mom, make sure they're okay. ADHD, oh my gosh, where am I going? Oh my gosh, why is that over there? I need to move that. I need to do this. Oh my gosh, laundry. I totally forgot I had to do the dishes. So a lot of the time I'm like going back and forth in my head because I'm like, okay, I need to do the dishes. Oh, he needs a diaper change. They need to cook some food. Okay, I need to clean the bathroom. I need to do the laundry. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then I'm like going boggled all over the place. And by the time I turn around, I'm like, oh shit, I was doing the dishes. You know? If you have ADHD, man, be easy on yourself because we spiral so quickly and we don't know that we're spiraling, but that's what we're doing. So, um, peace to you guys. Love to you guys always. Um, get in tune with nature, y'all. You don't have to. I want to speak on this really quick while I'm here. You guys know I'm an herbalist. Um, but I think it's really important that I say this. When you have herbalists come at you or, begin to uh, step out, don't ever let anybody tell you that herbs are the only way, because herbs is just a part, it's a portion. Okay, the work comes inside of you. Okay, things in your life are not going to change until the proper work is done the proper way. And herbs can assist you in that. But please do not mistake. Herbs are not the end all, be all to anything. It is a tool, and we have to use it as such. My company, we're based more in alchemical, alchemic, alchemy. Okay, alchemical. I don't know how to say it, but we incorporate alchemy with our herbal. Okay, That's because we on some different shit, okay? But anyway, herbs are not the end all be all, okay? You have to assist them while they assist you. And so if you have someone that tell you, "Oh, just take this, it's going to help you," and they give you no type of um not health advice, cuz you can't legally give health advice. But I'm going to say any health advice, okay? If they're not giving you health advice, if they're not working on helping you um get to know the body, if they're trying to control what it is that you receive so you stay dependent on them, it's not a real reliable herbalist. And I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to go too deep or anything like that. But when you have people who push and project fear based knowledge and they try to give that to you under the guise of "I love you," side eye, because you can't love someone while keeping them dependent on you. People are going to mess with you because they mess with you, okay? You do not need to keep them dependent on you or your services, all right? It's okay if herbs doesn't work for one thing because sometimes it's a spiritual thing. Sometimes it's an emotional thing. And herbs are not going to always work. And I think the beautiful thing about herbalism is that, unlike doctors, we get to cater to all forms of a person instead of just the physical. Because the physical is the very last part. What? Huh? Okay. I'm coming in. Okay. My babies are calling me. Um, what was I even saying? Yes. So I think the beautiful part about being an herbalist is that you don't have to just only cater to the physical because the physical is the very last place on the spectrum, okay? And I say that because everything starts spiritually and then it comes into mentally, then emotionally, and you know, it just keeps trickling down and then you get the results in the physical. So a lot of the times you may have a physical ailment, but the issue, the root cause, is the emotional or a spiritual thing or a mental thing. Huh? All right, I think my kid is trying to break something. So I'm going to just head on out. Peace, love, and light to all of you guys. I really hope that you listen to your heart today, listen to your inner wisdom, listen to your messages. Do not doubt yourself.